Addison, stay hydrated.
Hi.
Yeah. Hydrated.
Hydrated? What? She was like, hydrated. I thought you said hydrated.
Addison Rae's rise from a TikTok influencer to a radio-friendly pop star has taken the world by storm.
1 to 10, how attractive am I?
Boyfriend, I'm nervous.
Through the release of her debut album, Addison, the once wannabe proves that she could be everything that has been missing in pop music and more.
You do hear all of the music, like, straight through. There's not really a title that, like, encompasses all of it. And everybody that I played it to as well, they were just like, oh, it just sounds like just like you. Like, it just sounds like music you would make. And, like, I don't really know what else to call it. And so I was like, maybe the album is just my name.
Although Addison has always come across as a pop star made for a TV movie, this persona works for her. Her music provides rhythmic and trance-like beats, while Addison is never afraid to have fun with her lyrics. When Addison released her debut single, Obsessed, back in 2021, I have to say, I didn't pay much attention to it. I remember hearing it and thinking it was alright. Like, the music was good, but the lyrics were just kind of blah. And it didn't really interest me into what else Addison had to offer. The song Obsessed almost felt like Addison was just following the trend of what other pop girls were doing at the time, making her debut single sound a bit cookie cutter. And if you think about it, this really isn't that unfamiliar to happen in the music industry when testing the market with a debut single.
It's obviously cliche to be like, oh, love yourself, you're great. But like, I think this song was kind of a reminder of that. Like, one of the lyrics is, if I lost you, I still have me, I can't lose. And I feel like that stood out to me a lot because, I mean, I actually wrote that lyric. So I feel like that kind of defines, you know, if you are looking for love, especially with someone else, you have to find that first or else you don't know what you're looking for.
But after a somewhat clumsy but inoffensive start, Addison knew she needed to come back stronger. 2 years later, she dropped her EP, AR, which featured infectious bubblegum hits like I Got It Bad, and a cover of the unreleased Lady Gaga song, Nothing On But The Radio.
There's a rumor circulating the internet that claims that Addison Rae is recording an unreleased Lady Gaga song for her upcoming EP. The song is called Nothing On But The Radio, and the reason this rumor started was because there's a leaked snippet going around on social media.
Proving she had chops and starring friends to back them up, Addison even recruited Charli XCX to feature on the song To Die For, one of my favorite Addison songs to date. After the release of this EP is when I really saw the potential Addison had for the music industry. She would then join up with Charli XCX once again on the Brat Remix album for the Von Dutch remix, and would even perform this song together during Coachella. Cementing the idea of Addison as a pop megastar to the audience.
Like when Britney did Baby One More Time and rips the suit off, Slave For You, obviously one of the best performances of all time. Gaga's Paparazzi, Madonna, Janet. That was kind of like, this is what I hope to carry. I hope I can make people feel the way I felt when I watched these performances.
And her rise to fame and on the charts didn't stop there. When Addison released what would be her first single off her debut album, Diet Pepsi, the world went crazy.
You expect Diet Pepsi to take off the way it did?
I don't know that I really had any real expectations for it, but I did know that it was a really special song. The song just really magically happened.
This wannabe Lana Del Rey track was breezy and confident in lyrics and sound, and provided a goofy yet sexy and fun music video to back it up.
Pepsi is the song, I guess, out of the two that I've recently put out, that the lyrics, like, people make their own kind of version of the lyrics too, and people think I say Costco chain in the song, which is so funny. And honestly, because I posted an Instagram story about it, and I was like, oh, you know, I don't say Costco chain, I say cross.
Her
gold
next
rain,
single,
which is
Aquamarine,
grammatically
showed a
incorrect,
little
but
bit more
it
upbeat
makes
fun
sense
side
to
of
me.
Addison,
And
having Britney and Madonna influence through and through. This was once again where Addison's lyrics almost made you feel like you were listening to a parody of a pop star.
And even with Aquamarine following Diet Pepsi, I think people were like, what?
There were pretty hard swerves back and forth.
Totally, which was the goal for me. It was never to give people what they wanted, and I think maybe that's why I felt so rebellious.
Addison was showing drive and not being afraid to try and be creative. And I think the rest of her audience really saw this and appreciated that quality in her as well. Whether or not it was received well by the public, she really was being artistic during this video. Headphones is probably one of my favorite Addison songs to date, besides To Die For. Released as her fourth single off of her debut album, this song gives the listener Janet Jackson-type breathy vocals over a trance-enhancing beat. The song's lyrics are vulnerable yet real. This song would also see Addison chart once again on the Billboard Hot 100. I cannot express how much I love this offering from Addison. If you haven't checked it out, I would definitely recommend listening to it. The fifth and latest single from Addison's album, Fame is a Gun. This song is fun and danceable, has a cross of hyper and emotion pop. It's a really fun listen. Other songs I really enjoyed off the album is the first track, New York. It's a very Charlie XCX hyper pop infused song that leaves you bobbing your head while listening. Money is Everything is also a very fun track. Although I really could do without the cheesy spoken part she oddly chose to add to the song, but this song really is fun. Summer Forever is a very Lana Del Rey coded song and runs in the vibe of Diet Pepsi. All in all, this debut album by Addison places her as a force to be reckoned with, and will probably be considered the album of the summer by many.